the Dean's Charity Steer Show coming back this year. We had it for the first time back in 2019. I can't believe it's been 3 years since we were there, enjoying each other's company and enjoying that show. What was the idea behind this, and how did this charity steer show begin?
Well, the idea behind it really was, that there's an awful lot of us who care about, sort of three things is what I always talk about with this steer show. There's an awful lot of us who care very much about the children of Ohio, and whether those children are in 4-H, whether those children are impacted somehow and need to be served by the Ronald McDonald House and Nationwide Children's Hospital. We in this state, we care an awful lot about those children and their families. Another thing that we really care a lot about is our community, that we recognize the strength of our community and being able to come together and what we can do when we come together. And then, of course, we all are deeply committed and value our agricultural industry here within the state. And so what happened was, as I was doing some work with some of the folks at Ronald McDonald, they wanted to do something to, raise some funds for Ronald McDonald. And they said, everybody does the golf outing, everybody does a gala. What could we do that could truly celebrate these things that we all value so much? And I have to be honest with you, I was joking a little bit and said, well, we could always do a steer show and kind of ha, and everybody thought it was a really good idea. And so there we were. And it was a really great idea. And I think it was a great idea because it stayed true to those three values. What we really tried to do with the event, and what we continue to try to do, is to really celebrate those three things that so many of us value so deeply: our children, our communities, agriculture. And so I think it ends up being just such a fun day and so celebratory because it brings all of us together around these things that we just cherish. And I love that about the day.
What a inaugural event, though. Over $150,000 raised for Ronald McDonald House. Incredible. And a lot of that is because you do bring in some people that maybe aren't involved in agriculture, but people know who they are through the media and certain other celebrity statuses. And you've lowered the bar this year, because I will be showing a steer this year. So I'm not sure if we're going to hit that 150 grand mark with a yahoo like me in there, but I'm looking forward to getting in there and seeing what it's all about.
Well, but you're doing it as part of a team with Bill Patterson, is my understanding.
Yeah, I'm going to need all the help I can get. Yeah.
That's the other fun part of it, right? Is being able to put these teams together, because what we wanted to do was to be able to put the 4-H youth together with these celebrity exhibitors and the media, and really be able to tell the story. And of course, the story is partly about the Ronald McDonald House and the fantastic work they do to support children and families at really difficult times in their lives. But we also are able to tell the story of 4-H and the incredible programming that 4-H brings to our young people throughout the state of Ohio. And then, of course, my hope is that it also allows us to tell the story of agriculture to, much like you said, audiences who are going, what's a steer show? I've never even heard of this. And so it does. It ends up being a really fun way to keep celebrating those things. I just love, too, what great sports we have. Who are friends of ours, because when you call them, and most of these people are not all that familiar with the showing steer. And when we call them, you always get this kind of moment of pause where you can tell they're going, did she just say show a steer? But they've been great sports about it. And of course, our 4-H young people who we partner them with, these are young people who are just top notch in terms of their understanding of cattle, their ability to show their steer, all the hard work they've put into making sure that steer is going to be ready for the show ring. And they're so great about being able to share that with our exhibitors. So I know you're going to be in good hands, as well as a lot of our other exhibitors. They're going to be well taken care of by those 4-H youth.
Yeah, these kids are amazing. And I know that President Bill Patterson with Ohio Farm Bureau and myself are going to learn a lot through this process. And we look forward to working with you and raising this money for Ronald McDonald House. You can find out more about the Dean's Charity Steer Show online at deanscharitysteershow.osu.edu. Coming up on August 2nd at the Ohio State Fair. Dean Cathann Kress, really appreciate you taking time and looking
Well, and
forward
Ty,
to.
let me just add in there that you want to encourage them to come, because one of the categories you can win in is the People's Choice Award. And so you want to make sure and round up a lot of your friends so that Farm Bureau can maintain its title, because you won that at the last one.
That's right. Yeah. So come one, come all. I need all the help I can get, all the support I can get. So I'd love to see you there at the State Fair. And Dean Kress, looking forward to seeing you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ty. Go Bucks.